All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Makakwadash. Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone. So, the real honor and with diligence and honor to you brothers out there pushing the truth and love and sincerity. Wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and those families and their families, those that change according to the word, call on the names Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in time of trouble. You know, may the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times we're living in, man. And yeah, I just want to get into this this whole topic of well, the name of this lesson is going to be called the brown skinned crime bill, man. You know, as the president Joe Biden, some years back, he initiated a crime bill, a drug crime bill that automatically gave Jake, pretty much Jake, our people, the Israelites, automatically gave them 5 years, man, in jail, in which, all of these laws, like the 3-strike law out there on the West Coast, and other states. You get 3 strikes. If you get 3 felonies, you go to jail for life. Which is, it's you create the situations for Jake to do the crime. Because you attack from both ends. Like the whole crack epidemic. Crack doesn't even grow in the U.S. The coca leaf doesn't even grow in the U.S. So you gotta know that. You gotta know that the U.S. has a hand in the production and in the movement of this coke, these drugs that's coming in, man. Not only coke, poppies for heroin. They have a direct hand in all these drugs coming in, man. On the distribution of these drugs across the United States, man. But they create this atmosphere where, hey, niggas, you gonna sell your people these drugs, you gonna destroy your people, on one end, and then you're gonna destroy yourself because we gonna lock you up for selling it. Even though they're bringing it in, we're gonna lock you niggas up for selling it. So we're gonna destroy you on both ends. And crack, man, everything this devil Esau, the so-called white man, pushes, everything that he pushes is death. One of the no, I'm gonna just do another lesson on that, but I don't want to go off the topic. Yeah, but I'm gonna play this video, man. Well, I'm gonna read the scripture first, man. It's Psalm 73, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." It says, "For there is no bands in their death." For there is no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. The so-called white man has all these laws that he pushes on Jake, man, that he don't push on his own people. If an Israelite murder another Israelite or any race, well, he gonna get a jail sentence. But if a so-called white man with a badge shoots an unarmed man, and I know the rules of engagement. I was in the military, man. These people have to be presenting a threat for you to kill them, man. And then another thing, if you're a police officer and you digress on the law, you're supposed to be punished to the full extent of the law, because you're supposed to know the law. You're supposed to be held higher accountable. That's a fucking lie. Police officers supposed to be held to the full extent of the law, you know. But they'll uphold that when you have a CDL license, you know, and you have an infraction. They'll uphold, oh, you're supposed to be held to the full extent because you know how to drive. You have this certification. You know, they'll uphold that on any other occasion to oppress. But when it comes to police shooting Jake in the back, running Jake fleeing away, the police just unload on Jake. Shoot him in the back 117 fucking times, man. You know? Reloading, shooting the man. The man is on the fucking ground. They reloading, shooting the man in the fucking back. You know? You know? Hey, I lived through the crack era, man. You know? I lived through watching people that I was cool with getting their house ran in 2-3 in the morning by the feds, or people or watching the feds. They like in a whole nother neighborhood, gearing up to go and hit this other neighborhood, man. I lived through that, man. Watching them run in people's house for suspicion of crack, bro. You know. But they don't do that shit when it's their people. You know. And this video is gonna be the perfect example of how fucked up this damn devil is, man. I don't know why the hell this dude is ruling over us. Well, I know why he is, because the Lord set him up because we went off, you know. But he's unjust, man. He's unjust. He created all these laws to oppress brown-skinned people, Israelites. You know. And that's not excluding you confusing the face Jakes, man. But I'm just saying, these laws was made to oppress us, a certain people, man. You know, it wasn't made. That's why the scriptures say he's not in trouble as other men. Wait, let me. Verse 5, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. You know, they don't get in trouble like us. You know, whenever the so-called the so-called white man does something, you know, first of all, you don't see his face across all media sites. You know, you gotta look for how this motherfucker look, man. When Jake do something, they got his face, his children's pictures of his fucking grandma all in the news. That guy that just recently shot up a mall out here in Indiana, it took me like 3 days to find a picture of this guy's face. Who the fuck is this guy that shot up? You know? Because they try to protect their people. When their people do shit, you know, they try to protect their people. You know? When we do shit, they got all of our childhood fucking history. Oh yeah, when he was 3, you know, he swatted a syringe out of a doctor's hand. Oh man. It says they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. That's why you see them just killing us with impunity. You know? Because they know they're not in the situation we're in. They know we don't have no power in this society, man. That's why they do it. They don't give a damn about you niggas marching. You know? That don't change. That's not going to change anything. You know, hey, when and that's a problem with our fucking people, man. You know, our people, when we do something to each other, we can't forgive each other for shit, man. You become a complete and total enemy to a nigga, man. But when the so-called white man do something to you, are you quick to forgive? You know? You quick to go and smile in their fucking face, man, and make conversation about how they day going and shit, man. You know? A lot of you got family members you can't forgive for a small, you know, he ate the last piece of chicken. I'll never forget that nigga. a fucking grudging spirit, man. But it only affects people that look like you, people the same color as you. It said, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. You know, you got all these shootings. I don't even have to go into, all these shootings. Just go on YouTube and type in police shooting unarmed black men. There's plenty of them. They gunning up Jake in wheelchairs. Jake in a fucking wheelchair. He go to reach for the wheel to try to turn around and leave. They gun him up in a fucking wheelchair, man. It says they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, like concerning us being fucked up. They don't give a shit about us, man. I'm gonna show you how they speak. They speak loftily and wickedly concerning oppression. It said they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth God know? And there is knowledge in the Most High. Therefore these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. It says, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long I have been plagued and chastened every morning. So that's going into another topic. But it says, I'm going to read this scripture over. Verse 8, it says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, And this is Joe Biden speaking about the crime bill, that he introduced.
A piece of crack cocaine, no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, $1/4 of $1. We passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years.
Now he said if you get caught with a piece of crack, and I think he's holding up a nickel, the size of that, you go to jail for 5 years. That's speaking loftily concerning oppression, man.
No probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Now, the fact of the matter is,
he said the judge doesn't have a choice in the matter. So they say you automatically get 5 years, And these people, man, these fucking people, their laws are changed according to if it's their people or not. That's why I'm naming this lesson the brown skin crime bill. Because that bill was not made to oppress people that's doing drugs or selling drugs. That people is made to oppress the Israelites. I mean, that bill is made to oppress the Israelites, man.
There, all the way up to saying, under the leadership of Senator Thurmond, and I'd like to suggest that I take some small credit for it myself as well, and others, the presiding officer, that there is now a death penalty. And we passed it a couple years ago. If you are a major drug dealer involved in the trafficking of drugs and murder results in your activities,
but look at you, man. You got the pharmaceutical companies. These pharmaceutical medicine is killing just as many people, if not more, as crack. A lot of Jake don't even sell crack no more. They not making a whole lot of money off that shit. You don't really see a lot of crackheads like you used to. You got Jake. Jake still sell drugs, but not like in the 90s era when everybody was on selling that shit. You know? But he's speaking loftily concerning oppression, man. Because he know, hey, this bill is gonna hit niggas. You know?
Go to death.
He said they passed a death penalty for people drug dealers. You know? But you know, I want you to see this, man. Now this is Joe Biden's son. You know. Now, where's the fucking action? Where's the fucking action on this motherfucker, man? Hey, that look like about 15 years worth of prison time, man. And that show you how unrighteous these people. The Lord said, I scourge every son who I receive it, man. Hey, I'm hard on my son. I'm harder on my son than any other young man I know. First of all, because he's my son. He's a representation of me. I look at my son as a representation of myself. You know, hey, these other young men, you know, I may tell them, man, hey man, you should pull your pants up, man. That shit is fucking stupid now. Or, you know, or go put a fucking shirt on, dude. What's wrong with you? There's all men out here. What the fuck? You know? But if my son get out of line, I'll actually go to lay hands on his ass, man. But he's a good dude, man. You know, he been raised up. He been raised up in the fear of the Lord, in the fear of his father too, man. So I don't have to do too much now. My son doesn't disrespect me, you know. And if he does, out of simplicity, being a young man, you know, I'll check him real quick. Hey son, don't do that, man. That's not cool, and I tell him why. But he's a man now. I don't go to lay hands on him unless it's utter disrespect to the point where, hey man, you know, to the point of telling him to get out until we beyond that. You know, hey, a real father will hold his son to the highest standard. You know, he will say, hey, that's my son. You know, I'm gonna make an example out of his ass. You know, but that doesn't happen with so-called white people. You know, but you're supposed to be the sons of God, man. The Lord said he scourged every son whom he received it. He said it pleased him to bruise his son, who you ignorantly call Jesus. But Yahushua, it pleased him to put him on the cross, man. So where's this fiery indignation when it comes to your crackhead son, nigga? And why hey, this is on YouTube. Why ain't the feds running in this fucking house, man? How the fuck y'all got all these shows on Netflix where it's people smoking crack? It's a guy, he's in the crack house with the drug dealers. He's smoking crack, smoking heroin. You know, they can film this shit and put it on Netflix, but it's a fucking war on drugs. Why ain't the feds arrested this fucking crackhead yet, man? Because they're not in trouble like other men.
07. Without the bag.
So how long is that was Hunter Biden there, filming himself.
That's Joe Biden's son, man. He's weighing crack, man, for the world to see, man. Why ain't he fucking locked up? Where's his 5 years? His automatic 5 years for that size? Because that looked like about 15 years. That looked like about 3 sizes of a nickel. And probably more than that. Where's his fucking prison time? Why you ain't send the feds and run up in this fucking house? You got all the evidence right there on camera. He got videos of himself smoking crack on YouTube. On fucking YouTube. And YouTube got a fucking problem with us, calling them the devil. But they'll censor our videos, but they won't censor a man smoking fucking crack for the world to see. That shows you, man. They speak loftily concerning, man. I'm gonna read some more of this. Verse 8. It says, they are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens. Their tongue walking through through the earth. Wait, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. This man, he ain't getting in trouble like us, man. He can fucking, weigh up crack, smoke crack. The evidence is right there. You the president's son. Why ain't the feds running in your shit, man? Locking you up.
No, I just went to the bag. It's 2.06.
2.07 without the bag.
So how?
This is a video. It's a video of this motherfucker smoking crack on YouTube. Or whatever else is in that fucking bowl he got. His dad gave him $75,000 to go on a detox, and he wouldn't blew it out his lungs, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2. And I'm going to just start at verse 1. It says, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy, neither is there any man known to be returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been before. Because they know their judgment. The elites, the elites, and the higher ups, they know their judgment is coming. Because the scriptures prophesied that they would know. It said, knowing he gonna come down with great wrath, knowing he had but a short time. It says, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been before. Never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirits shall vanish as the soft air. Yeah, you can go into fucking slavery too. It says, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. Yeah, these fucking statues and all this bullshit. No, nobody gonna be talking about America the Great. It says, and our life shall pass away as a trace of a cloud after 1,000 years of slavery. It says, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof. That's because everybody's gonna rejoice that you ain't in fucking power. Because you a goddamn demon, man. You a bitch-ass oppressor. Yeah, so fuck you, man, when you go down. You sad, man. Now, I see a nigga looking sad, man, that this kingdom is going down, man. The Lord give me power, man. I'm gonna fucking judge you, man. Verse 6, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, what we have now. It says, let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. And you know what? Speedily using the creatures. Esau will go and fucking, he'll go and give his wife to lay with a fucking horse. He'll go and bang a sheep. You know, you got this guy, man. He's waist down in the river. He catches a fish. He's got his privates jammed down the fish mouth, man. Ejaculating in the fish. So let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For there is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient, gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not of our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. Yep. He says he upbraided us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgression of our education. We talk major shit about everything you're doing. And you prove us right with your actions. Ain't no feds busting in this man's fucking house, arresting him, get on the ground. None of that shit. He can smoke crack in peace. Ain't that a bitch? Mr. Crime Bill? What the fuck? You gonna let this man just smoke crack? Mr. Piece of Crack this big? He was thinking about niggas in his mind, man. His son didn't flash across his mind when he was saying that. He was thinking about brown-skinned people. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not of our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy and transgression of our the transgressions of our education. Yeah, your teachings are fucking wicked. You got transvestites in the school teaching little kids, man, to be fucking freaks. Say he's professed to have the knowledge of God, and he called himself the child of the Lord. Yeah, and that's exactly what we're. Yasharallah, Israel, the princes of God, man. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Yeah, motherfuckers, exactly. He abstained from our ways, from filthiness. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father. Abba Nawa, our father, possessive. It says, let us, if his words be true, let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. Because they're gonna come up against us. It says, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. So this devil, he's gonna come up against us for letting the world know that his wickedness, man. But for videos like this, he gonna come up against us, man. But we're condemning you according to what you said. What you said you was gonna do. If you said people was gonna go to jail for having a crack, amount of crack the size of a nickel, and then your son go and make a video of crack the size of 3 to 4 nickels, then you should be on his fucking head, man. The Fed should be kicking down his fucking door. Okay, he should be being made a public example. But he's not nigger enough. Ain't that a bitch? I thought crackhead was nigger enough. No. Hey, like Paul Mooney says, he has the complexion for the protection, man. You know? You know? And he's just smoking all his father's money away. You know? And ain't no feds, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing happening to him. He can just do this shit and get away with it. Or he can make videos about it. And nothing happens to him. You know why? Because he is not troubled like other men. Okay? So that's it, man. With that, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakudash. Double honor to our apostles, a great millstone. Honor to you brothers out there pushing his word, man. Shalom.